Let's see. We're on the clubhouse, live on the conference. We're on the paradigm shift. Let's see. We on ISUPK St. Louis. We got everything lit up. And we get you and put the link in the phone live.
Trying to see how to do that.
Copy the link, and then we'll go to the chat and then paste it. You gotta go to your text message. I'll send you a text, right?
Right.
Yeah. Should really copy, hold it down. Should copy it, hold it. Yeah, there you go. Now click copy. Up here, those the two pages that's copying it.
Right.
So now it's copied. So now you go to the chat. And then copy this if anyone wants to join the live. Click the link. Jeremiah Judah, and he said, peace to the channel. Shalom out. Yeah, put this in the chat, and then we're gonna start rocking. Put the link in there, and then y'all come on up. Man, we in the building. All right, Shalom, Israel. We are back as if we ever left. I love saying it because we ain't going nowhere. You understand me? This is Sharpen the Sword radio show, and I am your host, Captain the Gog aboard the ISUPK for the Commander General YAHANNA, and I got my main man, Officer Miles Azar, in the building with me on the ones and the twos, holding it down. All right. Now, let me see. Before we get started, if we got any questions, right, and say you don't want to be live, you can text them to 314-69. You can do that. We got the conference line up, and that number is 712-832-8330, and the access number is 910-1409. All right, and so y'all can tune in there. You can join us live there, or if you would like, you can go to Paradigm Shift TV 314, and we are in the building. We got the link in the chat. Let me post it again. For comments, for questions, whether you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. They all are welcome. You understand? Today's topic is why is weed so hard for our people to stop smoking? All right, and we're gonna get right into that. So we got the text line 314-696-8288. If you got any questions, go ahead and text your questions, or you can, like I said, join the live if you want to. All right. And let's see what else we got here. Hold on one second. See if we got any questions. We got any questions in the chat. Hold on. The brother said a link and he letting them in the studio. Hold on one second. One second, everybody. Got to resend the link out to one of the brothers. Hold on. They say we ain't got no volume on the YouTube. Check the. Let's see. What about now? We got the mic. We got the mic, guys. What about now? Put a one. Give me a one if you can hear us clearly. You can hear? Okay, come. Maybe some. Let's see. They say you can't hear us on the YouTube. Check the YouTube. Oh, that's what you want? YouTube? Okay. Okay. They said the brother says it's working. Check your volume on your phone or your on your device or your TV or whatever. Make sure you ain't on mute. Check your volume. Yeah, I can hear it. That's YouTube, right? That's ISUPK? Or which one is that? Sharp and Swirl? Go to ISUPK. Make sure you can hear us on that one too. Check all of them and make sure you can hear us on everything. Hold on one second. Make sure we're not having technical difficulties here. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm finna resend the link out to the brothers so they can jump on. Oh, wait a minute. Bear with us, y'all. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. We got a response. The YouTube is to wild. They said they can hear it now. Maybe it was on their end. All right. So let me send a new link out to the brothers, and then we're gonna get it in. Let's see. In the meanwhile, for the folks that's on TikTok, if you got any questions, type them in, and we'll get to you. Yep. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Here, Bob, run this link in there. Make sure. Well, I think that's the same link. Look at it and check it and make sure it's the same one. The brother said ain't letting them in. I just resent it to you, and that's the same link, ain't it? Okay. Click it to see if it let you in. I'm gonna send it to myself as well. See if it'll let me in. Bear with us. We're gonna get to you junkies in 1 second. Cause I know y'all can't wait to argue us down about that weed. So bear with us. Bear with us. Yeah, that's the same link. Let's see if it let me in. Yeah, we're gonna get rocking though.
Stuck on this loading. Brother.
Huh?
Saying loading.
Saying love. Enter the studio. Yeah, it's saying it work. All right, we'll see what the issue is in a second. All right, let's get it. We got a couple of articles to go off of. So, all right, and we on the Clubhouse too. I need to see how to do it on Clubhouse and fan base. We gotta go live from both of them. But we are on the Clubhouse, home of the truth, STL. You understand? If you join us there, okay, there the brother is. Let's see. Let's get him up on the stage.
Hey, Shalami, how about you?
Hey, Shalom Shabbat. What's going on, mighty man?
For this heavy radio show you finna put down.
Oh, brother, you know what I'm talking about? Man, you know, I hope the junkies tune in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And come on the show and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I wanna hear, you know what I'm saying, some of these folks' stories as to why that weed is so hard for them to stop smoking. You know, I got a couple of them, you know what I'm saying, from a few people, but I want somebody to actually call in and let us know why that weed is so hard for them to stop smoking. You know what I mean? I want to see if they're gonna call in. You know,
Yeah, Cap.
hey, that weed, that's you know, as I turned around and assessed it and looked at it and seen it, you know, like all the smokers and stoners in my family, you know what I mean? Like that has been, in my opinion, harder to stop smoking than crack.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen folks, man, get down and low on crack and say, man, look, I'm tired of smoking this shit. I'm tired of
Right.
this. You know what I mean? I just seen women out on the stroll out selling their body. I just seen, you know what I'm saying? I just seen men, brother, right here in St. Louis. We right here in the hood, right our school. Right
Right.
outside of our school and down the street a little further where the stroll is, men is selling their ass out there. You understand?
Mm.
The stroll got men on it. Like, I mean, you know, I hate for my sisters to be out there, but especially my brothers, man. God damn, like a man and the brother is, I'm talking about straight punk. And you know what happened? He started smoking at a young age. Started smoking that weed. You understand? Of course, he got molested. You know what I mean? Of course,
Right.
that happened to him. You know, and then like I said, among some other traumas. You understand? So, but the point is, you know, our people, we got to turn around and beat. That is an addiction. It's a drug that we got to get off of right along with the rest of them. You know,
Mm.
weed is weed is not weed is not such this peaceful and harmless and loving drug like what people like to claim. Everybody refers to Woodstock when they like to smoke dope, right? With all them white folks holding hands, running in the grass. You understand?
Right.
Smoking dope, passing it, and holding hands, running in circles. They were so high, so happy. No, you
Right.
understand? No, our people that smoke that dope, man, got some horrible attitudes, bro. Them drugs, that weed make you a horrible individual, man. You know what I mean? And I just can't understand why our people don't understand this. You know, that weed is not harmless. We got a couple of articles. We had a dude on Clubhouse. I think he was in that room.
I was in there with you, Cap. Yeah.
And they told, like this was crazy. This was mind boggling. The brother was talking about how the ISUPK don't do no real research, right? And then this nut job pulls a article from 2012
Mhm.
from euphoria.com, a junkie website. You understand? Now here we are pulling information from WebMD, You understand? The National Institute for what is it? Health and Drugs Association. I think I got it right.
Yeah.
That's them the sites that we pulling our information off of. And this dude pulls a junky website where it said, boy, you should have heard it. Weed smoke does not hurt your system. I was like, come on, man. Cause what I did was I had just broke down. It's real simple. You know, when you look at your body, right? The way that your body is made, it has something that it calls lungs, right? And those lungs help do what? Help keep toxins out of your body.
Right.
Smoking, smoking and smoke, period. You understand? Has what they call the carcinogens in it. If
Hmm.
you burn the steak on the stove, Lord, don't burn the steak on the stove, baby. You
Right.
understand? Don't burn the steak. You understand? If you burn the chicken wings in the grease, don't burn the chicken wings in the grease.
Right.
But it's going to create a smoke. You understand? Even though it's meat, you can consume it. Once it starts burning, now it turns around and changes the properties of it. You understand? And then now the meat is letting off this smoke that it should not be letting off. It should be cooked at a certain temperature, to get the grease certain temperature, and then you cook it for so long, and then you take it out the grease. You understand? You flip the steak on one side, let it cook for so long, and then you put it on the other side, and then you take it out the skillet. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
What they call it out pan sear. You
Yeah.
understand? When you pan sear that thing,
Right. Right. Yeah.
so like I said, but the same with the chronic. You know what I mean? You turn around and you change its properties when you light fire to it. Like I just don't understand why our people don't understand this. And this is why folks start losing their mind and all types of stuff going on. We had one question from the brother on the post that we made. Go to the post that we made. I think it was a couple of days ago. Facebook post, and the brother said, why I stay in your system so long? Pull the article. Don't worry about it. I remember the question. Just go to the article. I think it should say read this, and then it should say how long we stay in your system, and it should break it down.
If I could, Cap.
Go ahead, mighty man.
Like if I could, Cap. Yeah, man. People don't understand. Like a lot of these junkies that do these drugs, they really don't think they're addicted. But if you gotta smoke to get up in the morning to feel good, if you gotta smoke to eat some food, if you gotta smoke to go to sleep, if you gotta smoke to watch a movie or watch TV, you are addicted to a drug. You're addicted. This
Right.
drug makes you do everything any function that you need to do. You have to smoke this drug to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they do, huh? They
That's
got
crazy.
yeah, hey, boy. I remember when I was coming up. I ain't never smoked no weed. I will admit this one thing, right? Don't tell nobody.
All right, go
Like,
guys.
don't say that to nobody, okay?
I
Don't say
got
that to nobody, boy. Don't tell nobody. You hear me? I'm gonna take you brothers to counsel if y'all do. If this gets out, okay, if y'all tell anybody what I'm telling y'all, no, I'm just kidding. But, I remember I used to get what they call it peer pressure. Oh my god, the peer pressure was heavy, okay, and they wanted me to smoke weed with them so bad, right? And that's just like a junkie. They don't want to do it by themselves. You understand? They don't want to turn around and get high by themselves. They don't want to get drunk by themselves. I used to see them passing each other the liquor bottle and everybody drinking off the bottle. You know what I mean? And,
right,
and, and I just I got my own bottle. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Y'all enjoy that. You understand? I'll enjoy this. You understand? I'm good. But they used to share the liquor bottle, man. Everybody wanted to get drunk. Everybody wanted to get high together. Whatever drug they was using, everybody wanted to get high. When they started popping them pills, I remember as I got older, pill popping became the thing, and everybody was popping pills together, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. But they used to ask me all the time, man, smoke with your boy, cuz, smoke with me, cuz, come on, cuz, hit this mug, cuz. I'm like, man, I don't smoke all the time. You know what I'm saying? I never smoked. I did not. Now, one time my aunt tricked me. Now, don't tell this one either, y'all, because if y'all do, I'm telling you, I'm taking y'all to counsel. My aunt, when I was about 5 years old, man. You understand? And my aunt, she died as a drug addict. You understand? She had started smoking weed at an early age. Then she got on cigarettes. Then she got hooked on crack. Every crackhead says that that's where they started at. They started smoking weed first. You know what I mean? That has been everybody's story that I had talked to. Is that yeah? Well, I first started smoking weed, and I just took it to the next level. Wanted to get higher than that. You know,
Cap. They say that's the gateway drug.
they say that's the gateway drug, right? That opens you up to all the other dope. So I don't even see why you use drugs anyway. I remember in school and in the hood when we was straight young. You understand? All of us used to say, "Man, I ain't smoking no drugs. I ain't gonna be like my cousin. I ain't gonna be like my auntie. I ain't gonna be like my uncle. I ain't gonna be like what I mean." We would say how we was not gonna do drugs like them people, and I'll be damn, man. Not very many of us made it. You understand? I'm only one of the few from the hood that never did no drugs. Now, my aunt, when I was like 5, what I'm saying? She turned around, came home like, "What's up, auntie?" I used to love my auntie. She dead now. You know what I'm saying? But I used to love my auntie. She come home, I ran to her, hugged and kissed her and all that. And I said, "Auntie, take me to the store. This corner store right up the street." Man, they had good, big old ice cream cones, man. You know what I'm saying? And we used to love them, the big long freeze pop when they came out with them. Yeah. They had the big long ones. You understand? Boy, we used to turn around and go up there and turn that stuff up. They had them chips and everything else that we like. And she said, "Hit this." She was smoking it. She said, "Hit this, nephew, and I'll take you to the store." And I turned around and did it. I'm a kid. I'm 5 years old. I ain't know no better. You understand? And my mama boy almost killed my auntie. You understand? She almost unalived my auntie over there. All I heard was, "Bitch, why you give my son that?" You understand? And they wore, I'm telling you, she almost unalived my auntie over there. And I understand because I wouldn't want nobody giving mine no, I'm saying, nothing harmful to their body either. Then, as a teenager, right, as I'm being peer pressured, everybody's asking me to smoke, 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 smoke. Now, of course, I was drinking underage. You understand? Don't tell my mama, man. If you see my mama, don't tell her about you. Right. My Charlie, you see my mama, man. Don't tell my mama this. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell my mama, man. But I started drinking early, right? And turn around and I'm like, "I drink, man. I don't smoke." That was my response to everybody that kept asking me to smoke. So fine, one of come on, man, smoke, boy, man. I snatched. I said, "Give me this damn blunt." Snatched that blunt from my and held it in my mouth and just pushed it out. And I started coughing as I didn't inhale none of it. I'm like Bill Clinton. I didn't know how to inhale. I did some other stuff in the White House, but I didn't know how to inhale. You understand? I was in the Oval Office doing some other things, but I didn't know how to inhale. So I just pushed it out, started like I was coughing. And he really thought that I was high. He like, "Oh man, cuz high." And you know what they did? They left me alone from that point. Right. He went around telling everybody, "Oh man, he smoked with me." Because hey, he smoked with me, he smoked with your boy, he got high with your boy, he was all in it. Yeah, and I really did not. I just let him tell his story. look, I hate to tell him that I wasted his weed. You know what I'm saying? But I did. Right. And after that, nobody ever asked me to smoke again. They left me alone. This is just as long as you smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like thrill of that. I just didn't understand that. He was extra excited because I got high with him. And then turned around, everybody else was like, "What? Oh, straight up, oh damn right." He dapping me up and all this.
Hey, if I could, out of one.
Go ahead.
If I could, and then don't he always bring it up every time you come around?
But always,
every time, man, that brother got high with.
Every single time, Mark. And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, man, if you what's that? Puff puff pass. I did that right. You know what I'm saying? I so that wouldn't have started the fight. But if you know that I turned around and did not smoke and inhale none of your weed, you probably get angry. You know what I'm saying? That probably start a fight too, huh? Wasting the weed. Don't that start fight? Wasting that bud or start a fight. You understand? So like I said, man, I never smoked. I never desired to. It always looked disgusting to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It always looked nasty to me completely. You understand? I'm talking about. I'm looking at my family because that's where I saw it at first. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that we grew up with on the block, their parents were smoking. Oh, I mean, I don't think it was a parent that wasn't smoking back then. But you know it, man, all of our parents was, and it just looked disgusting. The way that the men and the women in the family used to act when they was high, it just was a turn off to me. You
It's
know what
like
I
if I
mean?
could, sir.
Go ahead, mighty man.
It's like if I could, with you mentioning that it was so disgusting and so nasty, the whole process of breaking down the blunt and licking it and
Oh, man.
spitting on it, and you
Oh,
put it in their mouth, and they, oh man, like, and then you turn around and you pass it to another man after you done seen him do all
ah,
of
come on. Oh, good night. Yeah, I mean, you take something big and round, and a man got it in his mouth, and he licking it up and down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my god! I'm telling you that you right. I was trying not to even think on that process. You understand?
it. Right.
But you right, huh? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they what was them the ones that came out about them big cigars, the big green. What was the name of them?
Green leaves.
Huh? No, it was just a big long. It was like long and big. It was a big old cigar.
I forgot
You
the
know
name.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I remember when they came out. Everybody used to pitch in buying bags to fill this whole big old like the cigar was about that long
Damn.
and probably about as big as a damn pickle. You understand? And everybody used to bring their bags to fill this whole big old doggone blunter, and the master roller, whichever that was, had the pleasure of, like you said, my brother, licking it up and down. And I just used to sit there like, damn, dog. You know what I mean? Oh my, you see them. They sit there and break all it down, do all this here, and level it out, fold one piece, lick one hand, lick it up and down, and then turn 'em. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I used to be like, man, let me turn around and do something else real quick while they doing that. That was disgusting. Okay.
Definitely, sir.
Then turn around, like you said, lick it all up, and then pass it to another man for him to start licking and sucking on. And then when it get down to nothing, you got it in your fingers and you slob it and then you spitting after that. You slobbing all on it, spitting up, and then you put that spit and that slob all in the next man fingers in his mouth.
Right.
And he had no problem with putting it in his mouth. I got a problem with that.
Yeah,
You know
got,
what I'm saying?
got,
That
got,
process alone, my inshallah, was enough because I ain't want to lick on nothing long and big and slob on nothing. I ain't that was never something I wanted to do. You understand? So
sir.
I turned around after that. I used to see how everybody would get high. They was, saying it was all everybody acting like they happy, everybody like they having so much fun until the drama kicked in. Until the drama started. Somebody thought about something somebody did a long time ago. Somebody accused somebody of stealing something from them.
Hmm.
Somebody turned around and didn't return their earrings. Somebody did. I mean, it was all kind of drama after they smoking, they puffing and passing, they giggling and laughing. But then after that, here come the fighting and the arguing
Right.
Hmm.
every single time. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought this was such a happy drug here. I
Right.
thought everybody was so happy. Why are they fighting? Why are they telling me, come on, let's go outside? So
Hmm.
I want to turn up Auntie house. Why are they doing this? You understand? And I remember, man, one of my cousins, before she passed away, right? They was celebrating her life, right? And messed me up. You understand? Now I just went to see the family, you know what I'm saying? And see her for, the last time. I turned around and get there, And of course, all of her kids smoke weed. She smokes weed, she sell weed, and all the kids smoke weed. Every last one of them, right? And so the whole family is there, acknowledging her and her life and all this stuff by smoking the weed. Everybody's got blunts galore. They got weed galore. Boy, I thought I was gonna die out there for them few seconds I was out there. You understand? I was only out there for a short while, and I thought I was gonna die from all that secondhand smoke. You understand? But I turned around and I was able to tolerate it for a few more minutes, and then I had to get out of there. Right? But as they all saying they little things to her and all of that, everybody is raising the blunts to her. You understand? They raising. I forgot how old she was. She was 80 something. I forgot how old she was, but she was in her 80s, and she was extremely sick, man, for a long time. She had a lot of different ailments, you know. And they turn around and they say, "Yeah, it's to our mama." You know what I'm saying? And she still smoked that weed. And they passed her the bags. They passed her the blunt. So she got all the bags in her hand. And she got the blunt. And she told me hitting it, this, that. I'm like, God damn. Like, you know what I mean? Like the woman is dying because of this. And you all are celebrating. She wasn't like healthy at all. She's been sick for a extremely long time. And here everybody is celebrating my cousin and her sicknesses and her destroying her body. You understand? Even though she lived to be 80 something, she could have lived longer than that had she not been smoking the dope.
Right.
You understand? But this, it's just something about our people, man. We are the only folks that glorify our wickedness. White folks do drugs too, right? Africans smoke weed too, right? All the other nations of people do drugs, but they're not glorifying and making songs about it, and you know what I mean, and doing it that way. I don't, you don't even know if they smoke. To be honest,
Right.
I don't know what they do because they don't talk about it. They ain't got no songs about it.
Mhm.
The other nations of people, that's where the drugs come from. But you don't hear them making songs about how they moving weight and they Noriega and this person and that person and you know what I mean? They don't do that. You know, I grew up with a couple of Africans. Boy, they were some of the stinkiest people in the world on the block. But but they wasn't and they got into all kinds of stuff. But I never saw them or heard them, you know, like our people were out front with it, said glorifying it, letting everybody know they smoke and all this. They do it, they did drugs too, but they wasn't telling everybody, you know. So we're gonna get that article about grab that you got that first article? Well, for the brother, he wants to know why it stayed in the system so long. Go straight to the part about um to where it breaks down the different tests and how long it stay in your system. It should I think it's like maybe like second or third paragraph.
Research on how long a test can detect cannabis shows a wide range of averages. Estimates estimated a detection window for a single cannabis cigarette of about 3 days. The
Mm-hmm.
same study emphasizes that detection windows vary and depend on how often a person smokes. It showed for someone smoking cannabis for the first time, tests may detect it for about 3 days. In someone who smokes cannabis 3 or 4 times per week, the detection window is 5 to 7 days. For people who smoke cannabis once a day or more, tests may detect it in their system for 30 days or longer.
Mm-hmm.
Detection windows also depend on the kind of a test a person undertakes. General estimates for various cannabis tests are as follows. Urine tests can detect cannabis in the urine for approximately 3 to 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Saliva tests can detect cannabis for approximately 24 hours after use. Some saliva tests have detected cannabis for up to 72 hours. Hair tests are the most sensitive tests, detecting THC for up to 90 days after use. However, these test the oil in the skin that transfers to hair, so they may occasionally show a false positive. A person who comes in contact with THC user could theoretically test positive on a hair test.
Okay, so that if the brother tuned in and listening, that right there, it depends on how much you end up using. You understand? If you are a complete junkie, like most of our people are, then it's probably gonna be in your system for a while.
Hmm.
You understand? It'll probably be in your system for a while, and they're still denying you jobs. You understand? For those that think just because it's recreational. I'll go to the next article. I think the last one I pulled all the way at the top. We'll say read this one. We're gonna pull that one too. We're gonna get off into the effects of the weed because of course we bring up update information. We ain't going way back to 2012. You
Right.
understand? You know,
Right.
we bring stuff from 2023. You understand? But you got it.
Kind of
Okay,
good.
okay. Yeah, we're gonna go over that in a second. But yeah, depending on how much you end up smoking, you know, how much of a junkie you are, these jobs they're still denying you if they catch that stuff in your system. They don't want you junkies working on their jobs. They really don't.
You go, God,
They
sir.
don't want no one that came to work and you had to get high before you got there, and then you start messing up on their job and you're gonna cost them, you know what I'm saying, some money in the end.
Yeah.
You know, now if they find out, now one thing that they've done here in Missouri, I don't know if it's all over, but I know in Missouri, if they find out you are a junkie, they can't just fire you immediately like that. You
Right.
understand? It's down there like that too, my shop.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
I
yeah,
know
come on. Hey,
front,
come on, con, sir. It's heavy that
company
it's
down there where you at.
hey, Salagi, sir. It's heavy that you say
Oh,
that, right? Because at my slavery, right? So they do random drug screenings, right?
mhm.
And so for some reason, I'm always the first one on the list because they see me with tattoos and this and that. They think I smoke. I don't do drugs, right? So what they'll do is they'll test all the
Right.
black people that they think smoking weed, right? And then they'll test the oppressor dudes that do smoke weed. And when they get caught, when they get caught smoking weed, they don't fire them like they do the brothers. What they do is put them in a program. They put them in a program. Can you hear me, sir?
John, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, they put them in a program that the job puts them in. They put them in a program. They don't just fire them. They say, hey, well, he has a problem. Let's put him through a program. But all the other brothers
Mhm.
and stuff, hey, we got to let you go. You've been late too many days. You've been this too many days. You know what I'm saying? Dealing
Right,
with them
right.
drugs. Yeah, they do
Yeah,
the same. They do the same thing, sir.
yeah, absolutely. Now that's how it's supposed to go. But like the brother said, if you are a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, this how it's gonna go for you. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Our oppressor now, yeah, he gets the privilege of going to a drug rehab. And speaking of rehabs and programs, I remember we pulled that video out the of Malibu resorts.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! When I turned around and saw this video, I play it all the time. I might end up playing it now.
Yeah, paradise, right?
But I turned around, yeah, it was meth head paradise, huh? The dude sitting there talking. Now, as I'm looking at the different clips that they showing of these Edomites out here jogging, out there skiing, jet skiing, and you know what I'm saying, parachuting and all kind of stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, it's like a nice little vacation spot. You understand? That's what I thought it was. But then turned around and the owner started talking about, yeah, when I got off drugs, I'm like, what drugs? And then I tuned in.
Right.
But listening, I'm like, this is a goddamn drug rehab. Like anytime they show a rehab for our people, it's everybody sitting in a goddamn circle admitting that they are a drug addict
Right.
still after you supposed to be getting them off a drug.
Yeah. Hi, my name is this. Hi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Antoine and I am a crackhead. My name
Right.
is saying. I am a weed man. Go ahead, Bob.
The surroundings in the facility be all dreary and down, and it's furniture hard, and
Yeah,
still food, and oh man,
yeah,
you ain't living your best life
absolutely,
in a black facility.
absolutely.
Yeah,
But still, they got Malibu resorts out
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of them is all over the place now
man,
for rich white folks to go and get off them drugs.
yeah,
Not
Yeah.
even rich, they're just long as you white.
yeah.
You can be white and go there. You can be a trailer trash and want to get off that mess. And you
Hey,
can
it's like if I could, sir.
come on with it.
And kind of like they were sending these oppressors to these places, and they would take weeks and weeks off. I wouldn't see them for months. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But let a nigga try to take a day off, and they gonna be on you. Why you need to take a day off? But this dude sitting in the rehab trying to get himself together, and they'll hold a job for him. They not gonna hold no job for no brother, man. They're
right,
not gonna hold no job for no black, Hispanic, and Native Indian person, man.
right.
Not
And,
hold
and,
no job.
and look, he ain't in there getting himself together. Not if he in Malibu resorts.
Right, exactly.
He out there bungee jumping. If he out there, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? If he at Malibu resorts, he is bungee jumping. You
Yeah.
understand? So, like I said, that is ridiculous. Her when we had this sister, I forgot her name, man, but she turned around and came into the program, came into the school. And of course, you know, Commander Junior Hanna has drug programs set up for our people and all of this. And we the sister claimed she wanted to get off that dope. Real quick, this is how I met her. Sister was begging, you understand, for food and money. I was actually taking care of some business, and I had to be around the corner. I was at the light, and I had to be right around the corner. You understand, to take care of this business, meet with these folks, and then I could have, you know, say came back. So the sister, she was like, "Man, please, you got anything to, you know, some money? I can get something to eat and this and that." Blah, blah, blah. I said, "Sis, I know you hear this all the time, but I will be right back." You understand? I said, "Give me a few seconds. Let me take care of this business, and I'll be right back." I ain't had no cash on me, and then I said, "I'll definitely get you something to eat." Right?
Right,
So
come.
I turned around, took care of my business. Come back about 15 minutes later, sister was gone. Right? I said, "Damn," you know. And I had told her, matter of fact, our camp spot right on Delmore and Skinker. That's where she stopped me at.
Okay.
And I turned around and had to go over on damn, what was the hell block on there? I can't remember where this was, but I had just right around the corner, wasn't too far by the college. Turned around and went and took care of that, came back. I told her since it was a grocery store, but I said, meet me at that store. You know what I'm saying? So I come back, she wasn't in the store, she wasn't nowhere around. So I said, damn man, I said, you know, because I promised the sister I was gonna give her some food. So I turned around and I wanted to find her. So I rolled around until I did. It's a bank a couple of blocks up from the grocery store. There's a little wall, you know, around the parking lot. Sister is linked up against the wall, crying her eyes. I thought her eyes, she was crying so hard, I thought her eyes was gonna pop out her face.
Mm.
That sister was crying, crying, crying. I said, damn, sis, you all right? She said, no, I ain't ate. And how me that she said, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that. Man, the sister ain't had no food, she ain't had no water, she ain't had no bath, all kind of stuff out. So we went down to the store, got her something to eat. You understand? Then we went to a restaurant. I bought her some hot food. You know what I'm saying? We got her some water, some stuff to immediately help her. You know what I'm saying? Give her put some fluids in her system. Turn
Right.
around, did that. Then took the sister to a restaurant, got her a whole bunch of good old chicken wings, man, and some fries and some mo side, whatever that sister wanted. And so then as we was talking, you know, she had let me know, she was like, man, I'm out here, I'm homeless. You understand? She's talked about how she was on every drug. She smoked weed, she popped pills, she was on that the buttons, she was on that crack, she was on all of it. You understand? The sister was on all of it. She said, man, I'm tired of this. I can't keep doing this. You understand? So of course the general, you understand, help that sister, right? You know what to do. So we started helping her. We got her in the school, got her some clothes. You understand? You know, we got clothes galore in this mother. We got food galore in here. You understand? We
Yeah.
ended up and check this out. Check this out. This the part that got me is we had the sister had to qualify in order to get in the rehab.
Right.
And if we hadn't stepped in to help her,
She would.
she wouldn't have got in.
Right. Yep.
Got in. So she's under Commanding General Yohanna's drug rehab program, and then we get her into another facility, say to get her off the streets, help her dry out some more, all of that, right? And so the sister, we went through the whole process with her, man. We was helping her get her kids back. The judge, when I went to court, I never seen a white judge so happy to see a Negro before. You understand? Because they had said it. They said we was losing all hope for you that you was gonna never get these kids back. That's what they told her. They said, but now that you're under these guys in this program, she said, man, things are looking up. That's what she said to her. I'm like,
Most high Christ.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm like, damn right. So I talked to her husband and everything, man. I was let him know for sure, brother. We trying to help her get on the right track. I met with him and everything, man. And turned around, and when we went to Passover, this it broke my heart. You understand? The sister did not have the strength to hold on. She was having one of them cravings, and we was at that Passover. You know what I'm saying? And she was calling. You understand? And she was, I heard the voicemail once it was over. We got tens of thousands of brothers and sisters in the Passover. I can't hear nothing. You understand? I ain't heard no phone ringing or vibrating. You understand? All the shaking, the building was shaking from all them brothers and Kumyash Island. And you understand, all the flowers in our camp and all of that. You understand? Couldn't hear anything. And so once I was able to get to the phone, it was too late. The sister had skipped on the damn rehab. She had one of the moments. And she was calling me. She was like, man, I get this feeling. I want to smoke so bad. And then I can't fight it. You understand? And I was like, damn. So the sister could not hold on. And she then went back out there into the streets. And I don't think I've seen her since. You understand? Let's see who Elf World Boy is. Let's see who this is. But yeah, man, I hated that because this was really she was trying, man. With these drugs. Okay, let me drop you. I don't know if you trolling or what.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, kind, sir.
Yeah, because if you trolling, we're gonna get rid of you. Who Elf World Boy? Who is this? You got something you want to add? All right, we ain't gonna play with you.
All right, kind, sir. So, like, if I could, real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like, if I could, real quick, we down in Atlanta, right? And we be in the heart of Atlanta. We be downtown underground, in Atlanta, right? And you got a lot of junkies down there. You got a lot of weed smokers, right? Or whatever they down there doing, right? So, at camp, I pulled Galatians 4:16 on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it real quick. It says, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" So I got this brother coming up heckling me like, "No, you do this." I said, "Am I your enemy because I'm telling you?"
Yo, you're in the matrix, bro. You froze. You gotta fight back, brother. Now, come on with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on with it.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, are we your enemy because the ISUPK comes out here and tell y'all the truth, man? We not y'all enemy, man. This is love, man. If we didn't love you, we wouldn't say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? We'll just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But we out here we come apart from our families to bring, to let y'all know what the real truth is and who you are as a people. You know what I'm saying? I'm the commander YAHANNA, so Salaki on that.
Damn right. Hey, look, you ain't the only one that turned around and had them hecklers, and you understand our people that go against what we're teaching. I had a brother, remember that bomb, we turned around, we going in on that dope, and the brother came up talking about it's the chicken that y'all eat that's worse than the weed. Remember that?
Mm.
This cat came up and said that chicken wings was worse.
What? Oh,
Yeah. Nah, I ain't never had no fight with no nigga over no wing.
Right.
You understand? I'll buy you some. If we run out of chicken, bro, we can go get some more chicken. And we ain't finna throw down about it. You understand? What we're gonna throw down on is this next box of wings we finna go get. You understand? I ain't never been on the block with me and my partners, you understand, or my family, and then we start fighting over no food. We ain't never did that. You understand? We'll just buy some more.
that's
Now
crazy.
I have seen my people fight and almost kill each other over them drugs, man, over that weed. That I have seen. One of my partners, almost him and his old lady, man, beat the dog sleeve out of another one of our partners, and his woman stabbed him, and they almost killed his brother. They almost unalived him, man. We sitting there shooting dice, you understand? And they going back and forth with the dice, right? I'm on the side betting, and it's them two shooting against each other. And they shooting back and forth because they like, nah, no, nobody get in there. They going to war over their money. It wasn't no, at that point, it was, a friendly game of dice. You understand? Right. He one lost some money. He like, man, hell, I'm getting my money back. And it wasn't no squabbling over that. Wasn't no quarrel over that. They going at it, shooting like I'm talking about. He hitting them. You know how they do when they shoot them dice? Come on, 7. Come on, 11. You understand? They hitting. And so they going back and forth.
You gotta get your money back.
Now, yeah, to get that money back. What no fight over that. Now when his woman comes in, his woman brought the dope in. She come in smoking. She give it to him. My other part, man, let me hit that. He said, all right. He got through hitting and he passed it to him. So then they stay smoking, steady shooting, steady smoking back and forth. He took too long. The other partner started losing the money. So now he's sitting here, he in distress. He holding the dope now, smoking it and holding it too long. He instead of him puffing and passing, he holding on to it. He dragging and he ain't just puffing, he dragging. You know what I'm saying? Because he losing his money now. And so my partner said, hold on, nigga, give me my goddamn blunt back. Now here come the problem. Now they shooting and losing hundreds of dollars. You understand? Back and forth with each other. Yeah. No problem. No issue. But now because the drug come in, now you got the weed. Now it's give me my blunt back. And he like, hold on, nigga, I'm gonna give your blunt. And then he like, hold on, nigga, who you talking to? And then there it go from there. You understand? Before I know it, one stole the other one, man. The fight went down, and before you know it, old girl picked up the blunt, put it in her mouth, pulled out her blade, and started jabbing my other partner with it. And we had to break that up. You understand? Had we not have been there, and had we not have all grew up with each other, he probably would have been gone. You understand? Had it been somewhere else, he probably would have been gone. So, like I said, it wasn't until we came in where the fight came from. I know a brother that turned around and almost unalived another boy, pistol whipped the hell out of him. You understand? He stole, what is it, an ounce? An ounce at that time, I think, what was it? Like $100 or something like that?
Right.
He turned around and stole an ounce from him, and he went and caught him and pistol with him, man, and almost put that brother to sleep over $100 of them drugs. Straight up. That brother, what did you say, Maisha? Oh, you on mute. I thought you said something, boy.
I was saying 120. You talking about an ounce? I was like 120.
Can
you hear me now?
See, we know you were big time, and you know what I'm saying, out there in the world, so you know all the prices. Look at 120.
Nah,
120 me.
I don't. Lies, sir.
He ain't taking no short. Oh, that's 120. Yeah, that's that'll be 120. No, but seriously,
I got
like
you.
yeah, damn right. I got so many stories of that happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
To where they used to fight all the time, and I'm trying to see where is the happy and love drug at? Where is it at? You understand? Where Woodstock, where all the white folks were sitting down with the black folks, sitting in circles and you know what I'm saying, ring around the rosy, ring around the weed leaf, and they all fell down. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where does it exist at? Every person that I know that does weed has bad attitudes. It makes you a horrible individual.
Right.
You ain't so cool and laid back with the munchies like what the hell you think. You're not that cool of a drug addict. You're just not. You know, you are an addict. And we're gonna get on the symptoms. Get that next article out.
Kind of, sir. How pot affects your mind and body.
Okay, these are the effects. Now, where is this article from? Where we get this article from? Because they think we just writing stuff and making it up on our own. You understand?
This is from WebMD.
WebMD. You understand? And we got so many other articles. CDC website. We got man. Come on. Good night. You understand? That's all saying the same thing. You know. Now that the weed has become legal, they can do more research on it now. If you think about it, when you look before, you understand, they turned around and started legalizing marijuana, boy, you see articles sparingly here and there. You see articles about the weed here and there. But now that they legalize it, they're able to go full-fledged with it now. And they can research and do whatever they want with it now. So now that it's legal, now that they can actually put their hands on it and put some facts to it, now they're coming out with all the doggone facts. You understand? So you go and do a little research. Go look before they started legalizing the marijuana, and then look now to where they're legal, to when after they legalize it, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of articles just now, recently on you understand that weed than you will from years prior. You understand? Go ahead, Abon. Let's get it.
Kind. If you vape or smoke weed, the THC could get into your bloodstream quickly enough for you to get high in seconds or minutes. The THC level usually peaks in about 30 minutes, and the effects may wear off in 1 to 3 hours. If you drink or eat pot, it may take many hours for you to fully sober up. You may not always know how potent your recreational marijuana might be.
Mm-hmm.
It also goes for medical marijuana.
Right, and they talking about smoking. That's the medical marijuana they talking about. They not talking about, giving it to you, say like an oil, or say like a, you know what I'm saying, say even in like a tea or something like that. They ain't talking about that. Or a pill. They're not talking about that. They talking about you smoking it. The medical marijuana, they tell you to go roll you up a zigzag or whatever, and then go smoke. Okay, that's what they talking about when they talk about medical marijuana. So don't believe that the effects of the marijuana medicinally has the same effects that it does when you smoke it, because it doesn't. Two different effects. All right, go ahead, Amon.
It may affect your mental health. Not everyone's experience with marijuana is pleasant. Often can leave you anxious, afraid, panicked, or paranoid.
All of that. Now look, a lot of our people experience this stuff right here. I know a sister said, boy, I smoked weed and I was so paranoid. She said, I was scared of everything. She said, and I did not want to feel like that no more, so she stopped. Everybody ain't so fortunate. You understand? Everybody ain't so fortunate to turn around and feel that and then turn around and say, you know what, this ain't right. This is not right. And then stop. Most of our people end up getting caught up and ran through and taken under just off some weed. Just off some weed. Officer Abraham out in North Carolina, I talked to him, and he used to smoke weed. Officer, I ain't gonna put you out there, but tell your story out here. I've to talk to a lot of my brothers, man, that used to smoke and give them a hand. our brothers and our sisters, man, you understand, that turn around and actually beat that plant, man.
Right.
I remember General Muhammad has said, are, are you not stronger than a plant?
Damn.
Are you
Yeah.
not stronger than we? Are you a punk to a
Mm.
blunt? You know what I'm saying? I remember saying that. And I was like, what? And like I said, I never smoked. You understand? And I never desired to. That was just me. You understand? But everybody else, man, they fell for it. And they started smoking, and they lived some horrible lives, boy. I done seen some brothers and sisters go under, man. You understand? One sister I went to school with, she turned around and was like best dressed, the funniest, and yeah, some of everything. She was voted damn near everything in the school. And boy, she got a hold of that weed. And I seen her years later, she started smoking some other drugs. Man, she through now. You understand? She through now. Look bad, teeth black. You understand? Oh my
Mm.
God, she looked terrible.
Lips black.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And that's something else that that them drugs, that weed is hard to get out your face too. You know what I mean? The turn you start look all that smoke. You understand? All that tar is in your body. All them carcinogens is in your body. To break it down, you know what I'm saying, real simple, because it's this I'm Cap MD, you understand?
Right.
I'm Cap, the medical doctor. You understand me? No, seriously, I just research this stuff, you know what I mean? I don't research it. And when you smoke, you know what I'm saying, those free radicals that enter your body, they attack your organs. You understand? And to be just as simple as possible, you just say you have 5 organs in your body, and those 5 organs need 5 minerals, essential minerals. You understand? To turn around and function properly. So the food that we eat is supposed to give the organs the minerals, the vitamins, and the minerals that it needs, right, in order for it to function properly. When you
Right.
turn around and smoke, it releases free radicals in your body, and what they do is they attack your organs. They attack your organs.
Mm.
You think you all right because you smoke, because it hasn't affected you right away. You understand? And because now remember them tests that they could not conduct on people. You understand? As much now that it's legal, now they can test you, and they've been testing folks left and right. And before, there wasn't a whole lot of studies and tests being done to see if that marijuana smoke of yours actually affects your organs and your body, right? Like when they did cigarettes. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Cigarettes have been legal for a long time. And they was able to research that tobacco and find out exactly what it does. Why they put the warning on the side of the pack. May cause cancer. And guess what? Your weed causes cancer too.
Time.
Your weed causes cancer too. The alcohol got a warning on the
It's a
side of the
lot of
alcohol.
our kids.
Two 1 second warrior. Too much alcohol. Guess what? It'll do your body bad too. You cannot be an alcoholic. It's okay to consume alcohol, but you can't be an alcoholic, because eventually you'll get what? Sclerosis of the liver. They was able to research it and check it and find out. So now that they are able to go and research that weed, we got articles like this. We got plenty of updates to where that weed is not doing your body good like milk does. You understand? Go ahead, Marshawn.
Nah, what I was gonna say, Adawan, that weed, it directly takes you away from your God. You know what I'm saying? Like, we believe in the Most High, but if you smoking weed, you start to believe you a Pisces, you a Aries, you all this stupid stuff. You start to believe in Egyptology and all this stupid mess, and you hide in the moon, and you want to be up in the stars. You want to work for NASA and all kind of crazy stuff, man. Y'all got to get off that weed, man. It's a lot.
Look, can't even work for McDonald's half. Now you want to work for NASA, talking about you blow. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. You know what I mean? For real. But yeah, you right though. That stuff, man. I done seen brothers get educated when they start smoking. Boy, they so smart. They know what's up in the sky. Brothers, what? why does the moon look? I'll tell you why the moon look. I mean, oh my God. But hey, look, I got something to do, man. I'm finna get out of here because I'm not finna talk to you niggas about the moon. You understand?
Right.
That I'm not finna do. Because ain't damn one of y'all been up there. You probably been higher than the moon. Yeah,
Right.
I can believe that. As much as you guys smoke. You understand? But I don't think you know nothing about the actual moon that's up there. I'm telling you, you know.
Right.
But
God.
I'm telling you, man, these effect this one got 6 effects, right? Ain't there 6 effects of the marijuana?
Uh, yeah, I think
I
it's,
think it's like 6 of them. Yeah, there's more. There's actually more.
yeah.
But huh? Kyle, go ahead. Finish. The first one was what? What was the first one that you read? Oh, you still
First
reading the
one,
first one, right?
it affect your mental health.
It affect your mental health. All right, come on with it. Finish reading some of that.
Using marijuana may raise your chances for clinical depression or worsen the symptoms of any mental disorders you already have.
Good night. Hold up, Bob. Read that again and read that slow so they can hear this. Because for some odd reason, our people think that smoking that weed helps their mental state when it don't. Read what the article just said. Read it again.
Cancer. Using marijuana may raise your chances for clinical depression or worsen the symptoms of any mental disorders you already have.
Ooh, good night. Now let that sink in. Next time you turn around and take you a blunt, you already got mental issues, especially our sisters. Our sisters got a lot of them, man. They got a lot of problems, and they don't need no doggone weed to help try to solve them because it ain't gonna help solve your problem. It's going to make it worse. It's going to either create one, such as depression, and our people smoke because they depressed. They ain't smoking because they happy. Our
Right.
people ain't living
Right.
their best life and smoking weed. Let me get them out here getting it, y'all. No, they not. They started smoking because they're depressed. Our people know how to front. That's all. And what did MC Breeze say? It ain't no future in your fronting. You gotta turn around in order to fight that demon. You gotta face that demon. You can't keep lying to yourself talking about how happy you are doing drugs, how fine you are when it comes to you smoking weed, because you're not, and you know you're not. The reason that you started was not because you were so happy and living your best life.
Right.
I know some folks that started smoking weed as early as 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old. And do you know why they started? Not because, you know what, I'm such a happy 9 year old. You understand? Yay, I want a
Right.
blunt. That's not why they started smoking. They started smoking because guess what? Them kids, they was traumatized, man.
Right.
They was traumatized. Ain't no damn 9 year old going around trying to do no drugs for no apparent reason. What's wrong with you? Children are smoking this dope now. More of them are smoking dope now. And more of them are getting sick. More of them are failing in school. More of them are dropping out of school. More of all you gotta do is just Google it. If you think I'm lying, Google and read the articles for yourself. One article, I don't know if it's this one that you about to read, that you or the other one that we got, but it talks about how 12 are on up. They doing dope and they doing bad. They're not doing well. You understand? So, like I said, these kids and these adults, a lot of these adults that start smoking weed, man, they not living their best life either. Come on with it, LeBron. Keep going.
Kind. It says
It's a more in that section that you want to read, or you can jump to the next one if you want.
to the next.
Huh? That's pretty much it.
Kind.
Okay, come on with the next.
It says
Nice and loud, boy.
Kind. Your thinking may get distorted.
Look, your thinking is going to get distorted, man. It is. You don't know how to think when you're on drugs. You don't know how to think when you high. Like what you don't even know how to think when you sober. You need somebody to think for you. One of and we going in on Sexy Red and Suki with the good coochie and Nicki Minaj and we going in on this on this rap 304 culture next week. We're gonna be talking about that next week. You understand?
Okay.
But
So,
one of Sexy Red's old songs from some years ago. She said, I've been saying it for the longest, and I had never heard of Sexy Red or this song. But I said women smoke more drugs than men. And she got a song out, and some of the lyrics is women love drugs. And that's what she said in this song. Y'all can look it up. She said women love drugs and kept repeating it. That's why she smoked. You understand? That's what, well, it ain't just because she just love it. You understand? I'm sure she's traumatized as well. I didn't see her mother. I haven't met her mother. My mother-in-law, that's her friend. You understand? And she was at a party with her, you know what I'm saying, and took a picture with this lady, and I could see where Sexy Red get it from. You understand? I can see where Sexy Red gets it from. It's terrible. Come on with it, Bob.
It says your thinking may be distorted, lowering your inhibitions, so you may have risky sex or take other chances.
Come on now. Do you remember?
that's a lot if I
Do
could.
you remember? Come on with it. Go ahead, Mashallah. And I'm gonna hit a bomb with this story real quick. Go ahead.
Hey, so like if I could, that's crazy that the brother brought that article out because a lot of these brothers, some of these brothers that be smoking that weed, they sometimes they can't determine if that's a man or a woman that they sleeping with. Like that,
Good night.
the drug throws your thinking off, and you have crazy sex. You just want to put it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Good. Hey, you right. And no wonder Sexy Red that had all them STDs
Right.
from having risky sex. And then talking about she accidentally put her sex tape out there. It wasn't no accident.
No.
Them STDs wasn't no accident either. You understand? Now, instead of your JJ being pink, that mug black now.
Right.
You understand? From all of the STDs that you get. And a lot of our sisters and brothers are definitely having that risky sex from using them drugs because you can't think. You understand? You just know that you horny at that moment. And you'll sleep with whoever. I remember hearing stories of brothers back in the day that smoked weed and used to have sex with the crackheads without condoms. I used to hear about that. You heard about that, the bar? You ever heard that? Yeah, see? And a bar from St. Louis like I am. We heard the same exact, lived in two totally different hoods. You understand? I was a good guy while Officer Bob was running the streets. I ain't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was a good guy out here. You know what I'm saying?
hey, if I could real quick, Cap, the sisters they having sex for blunts anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can bring the sisters a sack and you can get whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
They doing it, and that's that song Sexy Red made. Women love drugs, and they do it. They love them drugs so much that they will give you their body for the drug, man. Yeah. And that goes back to when General Hyman said that are you not stronger than a plant? Oh my God, where you are for a plant. Some of them just to hit the weed out. You understand? Go ahead, come on with it.
We used to call them blunt monkeys.
Blunt monkey. Look, we had names for them and everything. You understand? Blunt monkeys. Okay. So I just call them. I just call them junkies. You know what I mean? Blunt monkeys will turn around and have sex with you for the blunt. And some of them don't even got to. You ain't got to give her no whole bag by herself or no whole blunt by herself.
Right.
She can just hit it, and you can have whatever you want from her. You can get her body. That's so disgusting. And don't you junkies, don't you stoners feel bad about that? To where when you don't have any money, you would turn around and you would sleep with someone, you know what I'm saying, for a bag or a blunt. Come on with it.
The whole terminology is blunt monkey freaks.
Blunt monkey freaks. Damn. And they was doing it. Yeah. And they was fine with that. Yeah. Long as they get their blunt. They did not care. You can hit, you can stick, you can do whatever. and you can turn around and you can have it your way with their body, and then turn around and give them a bag in return, a $10 bag. I know so many sisters that was doing that for $10 bags and $5 blunts.
Yeah.
Just that easy. And you don't think that that's a problem for a woman to be so depressed? You got to be depressed. You got to be depressed. Something got to be wrong with you mentally in order for you to turn around and have sex with someone for $10 worth of damn drugs, $5 worth of drugs. I don't know what stuff run for now, but I just know back in the day it was $5 for a blunt.
Yeah.
A blunt used to run you $5. And I know so many cats that turned around and had sex with her and her and her for a $5 blunt.
Yeah.
I know so many cats that they got topped off for a $5 blunt. And that is disgusting. You don't even think that's a problem. For you junkies that go smoke the blunts and buy the blunts to do that to the women, you sick. And for you sisters that will do it, that will sell your body for some weed, for a blunt, you sick too. And this is the type of sickness that's running rampant through the black community, and nobody's trying to fix it but us. No,
Right.
nobody is attacking this weed like the ISUPK does since 2019. I've been on the road, and I go in on drugs every single time I can, because guess what? I seen how it destroyed my family.
Right.
I saw how it destroyed my family. I'm one of the few survivors in my family that did not go under by using drugs. And when I came in here, I got even more passionate about it, because I started seeing other family members of mine. I'm talking about brothers and sisters that's in the world. They still our family.
Right.
They still family. And I'm looking at how the community is being destroyed. Do you remember that when we did the interviews for the drug lecture, and that little light-skinned sister that you pointed out that I interviewed, that you knew, and all them cats on the bus stop? Officer Bond, he filming while I'm asking the questions. And when we got done, one of the sisters couldn't even answer none of the questions I was asking her about the weed. Do you know what she kept saying? She kept saying, I asked her a question about, do you smoke weed? And her answer was, niggas and bitches ain't shit.
Huh?
And then I said,
Oh.
I'm telling you, she was just that high right then and there, off weed. So I said, okay, what do you think about the weed? Whatever question I'm asking her, right? I don't forgot now, but I turned the mic to yeah, niggas and bitches ain't shit. I'm like, okay, try it one more time. Niggas and bitches ain't shit. She kept saying that. And
Wow.
Officer Ball, he know her, and he know them other little guys that was on the bar. He said, Cap, he said, all them little guys gives that girl weed to have sex with her. All of them, women too. What women see her too? That's why she was saying what she was saying. The niggas and bitches ain't shit. Men and women ain't shit. She kept saying that. Why? Because men, and she was like 18, 19. Man, beautiful little girl, man. I thought about one of my daughters. She reminded me of one of my little daughters, man. Pretty little girl. But out here getting used and ran through for some weed. Everybody's taking advantage of her body, because probably, I'm pretty sure, had I got to the story and asked her, you understand, did somebody else take advantage of her body? I'm sure it would have been yes. And that's what got her out there. She's depressed. And to try to cope with her depression, she's letting people run trains on her. She's letting a whole bunch of men have sex with her. She's letting a whole bunch of women have sex with her in exchange for some weed to try to get over her depression. You understand? Hand me the thing while you go to the bathroom.
Dang, that's crazy, Cap.
Yeah. So I was like, man, like that broke my heart, brother. You understand? That broke my heart. One of the other sisters that she started smoking weed. You understand? This was one of my drug lectures. She had started smoking weed with her man. Her man was a big time drug dealer, and of course he had all the work. They were smoking weed together, And then I think she said he got locked up and she had to take over. And she took over, all right, and started using the dope she's supposed to be selling. And
Mm.
now she's out on the street. She's on the stroll. She's on the stroll selling her body. You understand? And it started, she said, we just wasn't getting her high no more. So she
Yeah.
had to take it up. She had to take it up a notch. And she took it up a notch and she ain't been back since. She ain't been back since.
Mm.
She's on this corner. She's right now around the corner, up the street and around the corner from our school. She's out there selling her body. That's what she's doing. So she's encountering all types of men all day long. Man. Good damn night. Like her body means nothing to her anymore. Everyone has.
Exactly.
A lot of our sisters, man, that talk about the women that sell their body on the corners like that, but you selling yours in your mama house or your apartment, your Section 8 apartment for a bag of weed. Like, what's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
What's the
Right.
difference? In a rock of crack and a bag of weed. What is the difference? You're still a junkie. You're still a junkie. And that sister, it was another one that we interviewed. She said the same thing. She out there on that boy. She out there on that crack. She out there. She smoked weed. She an alcoholic and everything else. And she turned around and her thing was that first thing she had said to me when I started asking her our questions was, "You remember that one about loud up to water work?" I look, this one almost brought me to tears for real. You understand? This sister said that she gets raped up her behind out there. Am I lying about?
Sir.
I'm not lying. It's so I think did we put that part on the video? I think we did. I'm not sure if we did or didn't. You understand? But this sister says she gets raped up the buttocks out there on the stroll. And I said, that you do? She said, oh, I get raped all the time. Like it was nothing. What did it about? She
Damn.
said, oh, yeah, all the time. It's like it was nothing.
Oh.
Like it was nothing to her.
Was she about 23, 24?
Yeah, she was young. Yeah, like 24. She was young. She was young as hell. And you could tell she used to be a pretty little girl. All them sisters that's out there, man, you could tell they used to be pretty. You know? The first one that we interviewed, you understand, you could tell she used to be a beautiful little girl. You know? The other one, remember the one that the church used over there on Clara? The one that's still out there on the drugs? They had bought her some clothes and two big shoes. Show you how preachers are so disgusting out. Real quick.
Right.
I know I'm
Yeah.
switching topics. I just thought about this. But that one, let me finish first. That one sister that claimed to get raped. When I asked her, are you ready to get off of these streets? She said no. That right there, when she said that, I damn near started crying, brother, for that sister. Because I'm like, damn, you out here doing dirt ball bad. You have absolutely nothing. She talked about how her family, she lost her whole family and everybody and everything. And then it still is not ready to get off them drugs, man. I said, wow, you know. But there was another sister that we interviewed. She was out there, like 23 years out. She said she been smoking crack for about 23 years. Lost her kids don't deal with her, all types of stuff. We turned around, and of course, Commander General YAHANNA shout out help to all of them brothers and sisters. Remember the one brother that couldn't answer no questions either?
Right.
He started talking about everything, but we was asking, but man, yeah, I'm sitting around my brother, man, was telling him that we got to turn around and make this money, man. We got to do it, man. He was talking about all kind of stuff. And that brother, to this day, he's still out there on these streets, homeless as hell, with a buggy full of all of his belongings. Talk to himself, just sits in front of the Dollar General.
Dang.
Just sits in front of the Family Dollar. Just sits there, and he be talking to folks sometimes. He'll say hi. He know who I am, boy. He speak to me all the time. I speak to him, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't right in his mind, man. Them drugs, boy. Them drugs, all of them drugs tear our minds up, man.
Right.
Weed does it too. Don't think for 1 second that weed ain't gonna turn around and tear your mind up, just like it's done everybody else. But the sister that's been out there for 23 years, she turned around and a preacher, Clara, a sister that is known for doing little feedings here in the hood. She had reached out to us Nobody else would help her do a feed. She wanted to do a big feeding at the recreation center that's not too far from here, also right here in the hood around the corner. And she reached out to us, and we were the only ones that would help her. The New Black Panthers wouldn't, the Christian Church wouldn't. Nobody would get involved and help this sister. And we did it, and it was pretty big, wasn't it, above? We did it twice until they shut us down for the COVID. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't opened back the doors to let us back in, you know what I'm saying, so we can do it some more. So and those turned out really well. You understand? To where we fed a whole bunch of people. We had like 12 tables full of giveaway stuff, and all kinds of shoes, clothes. They took all of that. We had plenty of food. They ate all of that. You understand? Man, we threw down in there. You understand? We threw down in there, and it was big. Now the sister turned around, and once the church that rejected her started hearing about how popular it was with us doing it, and then check this out. How the haters all around started saying they taking over your thing. Now you didn't want to help her. But then she coming to me saying they saying y'all taking over my thing. I said, how you feel about it? She said, I don't care. I said, oh well, fuck. You understand? Let them talk. You understand? Because we was making the flyer. She didn't know how to make none. She didn't have a way to make none. We rented the building. She didn't have the money to rent the building. You understand? We did it. We partnership. We didn't, exclude her. It was her idea. If we put her title on her, then we about her title was on there and all of that. Her name was right up there with ours and all of that. So she said, man, but this was the haters going back saying to her, right? Trying to get her to be against us as well. So we turned around, we started. This was it wasn't actually the first one we did with her, but this was when the preacher wanted to get involved. Now, this was more so like the third or fourth one. So we would go right on the corner of Clara and Martin Luther King, right? This is where she would do it at. She'll feed them there, right? And we bring plenty of food over there, right? And so the pastor now, he done heard of all the other success that me and her is having. You understand? Now he wants to get in. This dude said he wanted to change it to prayer and worship. I said, this ain't prayer and worship. This is feeding the people. That's all it is.
Right.
This ain't no gospel fest, and you know what I'm saying? This ain't no revival, and you know what I'm saying? None of that, man. This is simply feeding the people, right?
He want to come put his dirty hands on everything now.
Hey, look, he wanted to turn around and have church. He wanted to have church. That's what he wanted to do. So, hey, don't forget that. You got to do that now. In the name of Jesus. You got to do that. You understand? Yeah. So she turned around and let him in on it, right? And I told her, I said, well, if it's going to be prayer and worship, I ain't going to do it. You understand? I took the food and stuff, the clothes that we had out there, but I didn't show my face. And the news came out there. We had the opportunity to be on the news that day. And you know what? I was not going to turn around. I was not going to shame my organization. I was not about to shame Christ and the Most High with us in a circle with the Christians praying, talking about, you know what I'm saying, praise and worship. They did it. I sat there and watched Channel 2 come out there, and he popped his tripod, you know what I'm saying, put that camera on there real quick and went straight to the action. Went over there to them. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. That's all I can say in my head. Oh my God. You understand? That's what they do. So they pulled a sister. They turned around after they did the praise and worship thing. They pulled the sister over. They told, come on over here. We got a testimony. This was shortly after we did our drug lecture. To where now they got this sister, right? Remember the one that was on 23 years out there smoking and all that, lost her kids and everything. Now all of a sudden, I done found Jesus and all this and all that. They brought her some new clothes, some 2 big shoes out. They brought her some damn Jordans. She looked like Bozo the Clown by the feet. That's how they did this sister, man. They paid her to do that. You know where I seen her at? That same night, out on the streets.
Back on the
street. She found Jesus. She's drug free. She's getting off the drug. She fine and everything. Hallelujah. Thank you. She put on a show just like the delivered dude. Y'all remember the delivered dude?
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of his name, but the one that I ain't saved no, I ain't gay no. Yeah, Anthony. Andrew Caldwell. I ain't gay no more. I like women. Women. You understand?
Women.
That dude that don't like women.
What he say? Hey, Cap, what he say? I am delivered.
Yeah.
I
He
am
said,
delivered.
I ain't gay no more. You could have fooled me, and you did. You know what I'm saying? You fooled the hell out of me talking about something you ain't gay no more because you still look gay to me. You understand? But
It sound gay.
same way they paid that dude to put on that act, and damn, he didn't get famous for it. You understand? Yep. And now that sister, they paid her the same thing. And you know where she at? She's still out there on them corners, man, on these streets. Still tricking, still getting high, still don't have no family, still, man, ready to die at any and every moment. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. Nobody cares about the poor of our people. Look at what Mayor Tashara Jones just did to the homeless downtown, man.
All right.
Yeah, I saw that.
And evicted them from the ground, man. Talking about it's unsafe for them. It's unsafe and unhealthy. For who? Only somebody she was worried about was herself. Nobody looks at the poor of our people the way Commander Junior YAHANNA does and say, we got to get in there and help them.
Right.
We got to do something about this. Nobody looks at the weed and say, you know what, this is harmful, man. This is dangerous. They don't need to be smoking this. We need to help them get off of it. Nobody does that. The government a couple years ago supposedly had put what was it, about $800 million out. They supposedly had put $800 million in the bank to help Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people get off of drugs. And guess how many pennies went to that program, went to the Black people getting off them drugs? Not one. Not one. $800 million was to help our people get off of drugs. And we had to call and qualify. If we hadn't made that call for that sister, she would not have qualified for that drug rehab. But that's what is going on out here. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares, man, but the ISUPK. We care about our people. But guess what? We done researched all the drugs, and we know the scriptures too. We're going to give you some of those as well. And we know the scriptures that drug use, guess what? It's off limits, man. We're not supposed to be using any drugs. Look at what it's doing. Not just the crack, not just the heroin, not just the pills, all of them. The weed too. Especially the weed, because like you said, Mashallah, that's the gateway drug.
Right.
That's where it started. That's the one that you think is innocent. That's the one that, you know, as long as you puffing and passing, you ain't got no problems. But the moment that you don't, the moment you drag it, now you finna get beat the hell out of.
Right.
Now you might get unalive. You understand? So go ahead, read us some more on that in that article. Then we're gonna get to a couple of definitions, a couple of scriptures, then we're gonna get out of it.
Okay. You may get hooked.
You may get hooked. You understand? Our people do not think that they are junkies. They don't think that they hooked on it, huh? They think it's like a normal day of life. You know, crackheads think the same thing. You know how hard it is to get a crackhead to admit that they are a crackhead? You know how hard it is for an alcoholic to admit that they are an alcoholic? I done seen it. I ain't no alcoholic. What alcohol, nigga? I ain't had one drink. One drink.
Yeah.
And I done talked to my family members just like that. And I'm like, damn, cuz you alcoholic, man. You need to stop drinking. Nigga, what? You understand? You can't even understand. They ain't coherent and everything else. You know, but you cannot get them to admit that they are junkies and that they have problems. And especially with the weed. Well, go ahead, Abon.
People use marijuana will become addicted. also known as cannabis use disorder. All right. You might have cannabis use disorder if you crave weed.
If
Try
you
to
hold on, if you crave it, I remember back in the day when me and my partners would turn around and come together. Hey, mute up, Mike Charlie. You got your background going. You got some background noise. Mute up till you
Hey,
ready to
Salaki,
talk
sir, my
about.
brother. Okay,
Oh,
come,
you
come,
good,
sir.
go ahead, bro. Ain't no sweat. I remember they used to wake up. It'd be early in the morning. We'd come outside and man, I need a blunt. Damn, nigga, who got five on the blunt? Nigga, who got some money on the bag? You know, they craving it and do not understand. They didn't understand then, and they don't know. They're still smoking, and they don't understand that they are junkies to this day.
right.
They do not understand it because they wake up craving. Go ahead, keep reading.
Try to quit cannabis but fail.
Tried to quit but failed. You know how many people fail at smoking that weed? That'll turn around and come into the truth and stop, and then just one day just see a blunt going through the sky and just got to go get it. Come on with it. Keep reading.
Spend a lot of your time using cannabis.
Spend a lot of time using that weed. I know so many people that turn around and say that that's all they consist of is them smoking weed and getting high. Half of them ain't got no jobs. They can't work. I mean, hell, you sleepy and hungry all the doggone time. What job are you gonna be most effective on in that state?
Right.
And then you out of your mind. You can't be in customer service with no bad attitude. Guess you're gonna lose your job real quick. You're gonna lose your job real quick going off on your customers and your clients and the
Right.
people that come into your establishment. You're going to lose your job. Go ahead, keep going.
Use more marijuana than you had planned to.
Use more than what you plan to. I wonder who ever planned on just smoking one blunt and then stop.
Right.
Who planned that plan? And now here you is 30 years and 30,000 blunts later. Who planned on just smoking one? Go ahead.
Miss out on time with family and friends to use pot.
You miss out on what?
Time with family or friends.
To smoke that dope, to smoke that weed. You miss it. Your kids would love some attention from their mother and their father, but instead you force them in a room or outside or in the care of somebody else while you get high. I was watching a video where a sister did that. Had turned around and left her 5-year-old, it's on YouTube, left her 5-year-old in the house while she went across the street to go get high. And lied and said, "Oh, I was at my mama's house." Then the mama come back to me and "Oh, we was at a friend's house." I'm like, damn. You know what I mean?
Like if I could, sir.
And real quick, and the sister, when the police was asking her, because the neighbors had called the police, and they're like, "Man, this baby screaming and hollering. We, like, mommy, where my mommy and all this, you know what I'm saying?" And so when they start asking the sister questions, she gonna say, "No, it wasn't nothing but for a few minutes. It wasn't even that long. I asked him, did he want to go? And he said no. No, he probably was saying, Mommy, don't you go. You understand? Because he wanted some attention. A kid can't even get the attention from his parent, all because she ain't in her right mind to even say that. Huh?
Right.
She ain't in her right mind. She can't think right. Talking about some. I asked a 5-year-old, did he want to go? And he said no, so I left him in the house. She's out of her mind, man. And it was just weed. Just weed. It wasn't no crack. Just weed. Keep going.
Still use marijuana even though it causes you physical or mental problems.
Even though it's causing you physical and mental problems, because it affects your body too. Them drugs, that weed blackens your lungs. What they say? What's the percentage? 500 times more than cigar than tobacco. I forgot the percentage. It might be high, but it's up there though. It's up there. It blackens your lungs more than tobacco smoke, and that's a fact. Weed does. In a minute, you turn around, you ain't gonna have no lungs. It'll be so black and filled with tar, they're gonna stop working. And then you're gonna get sick. and then you got to go to the doctor, and then you got to get put on some medicine or some sort of machine, and then before you know it, you'll be gone.
Right.
Keep going, up.
You can also grow physically dependent using pot while you drive or doing other high risk activity.
Good night. Do you know how many junkies are driving around getting high? Like, why can't you wait till you get home? Because you're a junkie.
Right.
You can't wait till you get home because you are a junkie. You know how many people car is tore up? How many people cars and got smashed due to a person smoking that weed and driving around? Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's the same as alcoholism. There's an article that we brought out before where there has been more car accidents from you weed smokers.
It's a
While you
lot of
talk
people are good,
while you
sir.
while you one second, while you talked about the damn alcoholics, look at you now. Since it's legal,
Right.
it's been more car accidents from weed smokers. Go ahead, Marsha.
Nah, what I was gonna say is it's heavy what you're saying with the car accidents and stuff like that, because I got a whole lot of family members, right, that do them drugs, and then they call themselves so-called drug dealers, right? And then you smoking your supply, but you high going to get your supply. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them get in trouble just because you high on your own damn supply. You wouldn't pay whatever you had just to go to jail, to get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? They own their own drugs, man, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You trying to sell it. You know what I'm saying? And you smoking it at the same time.
Yeah.
It don't even make no sense out of one. So lucky.
It don't. It don't. It's terrible. Go ahead. Keep reading.
You are physically dependent if you need more weed to get the same high.
You are physically dependent if you need more weed. And that's that gate. That's when it opened up, boy. That's when it opened up, and that's when you start popping them pills. You be on them perks. You be on them what's the mollies. You'll be on them. You'll be on whatever else they got out there.
They be on that lean too, Cap. They be on
Yeah,
that lean too.
they be on there too. Yeah. Our people have become more disgusting than our oppressors.
Right.
To where we just got to turn around. We brought that out in my lecture, to where now people are not able to get their hands on a choice of drugs, so they just using any and everything now. You know how they call it, classify like a white drug and a black drug? You got so many of our people that's using white drugs now. You understand, the things that they consider to be white drugs, when our people don't need to be on none of them. You don't need to be smoking no crack, no meth, no bones, no hookahs, no blunts, no Phillies, no swishers, no sweets, no weed, no none of that. You don't need to be on none of that, man. Our people don't need to smoke nothing, because all of it is destructive for the black community. Every single blunt, every piece of crack, every whatever, every toot and blow of coke, whatever it is, all of it is destructive. And we don't need none of it. You got some more on that?
Just a little bit
Come on with it.
Have issues with learning, attention, and memory. You could also grow physically dependent on marijuana. Your body could go into withdrawal, leaving you irritable, restless, unable to sleep, and uninterested in eating when you don't use it.
Look, now on one hand, it give you the munchies, make you want to eat up everything.
Yeah.
But then when you can't have it, when you withdrawing from it, now you don't even want to eat.
Right.
Because your body is craving that dope. It ain't craving no chicken wings.
Right.
You understand? It don't want no beef Polish. It don't want no steak and potatoes. You understand? That ain't what it want. It don't want no tacos and burritos. What it wants is that weed. It wants blunt. That's what it want. You understand? That is what it want. Real quick, I want to read this definition. right? To show you how uh, one way. Give me the scripture about I think it's in Ezekiel. Was it 18 where they were smoking to commit the abominations here? Give me that scripture. Um, and then I'm gonna have you go in the apocrypha too, and give me the one about the herbs. What it's for? Yep. So real quick, I'm gonna read. This is from the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary on page 897. The word witch, right? And it says means the use of drugs, charms, or magic words, right? So, when you take and you alter your mind with something, right, in order to get high, okay, and get the munchies and all of that kind of stuff, right? You are using drugs. The person that will sell you the drugs is what the Lord said in the Bible is a witch, right? And the Bible says this. Give me that. Matter of fact, I'll get it while you getting those. Give me that scripture. Hey, my Charlotte, get this scripture for me. Give me Exodus 22 and 18.
Con, sir.
Again, the definition for witch in the Zondervan Bible Pictorial Bible Dictionary is on page 897. It is says means the use of drugs, charms, or magic words, right? So as you are giving a person drugs, I think it's a 38 and 1 in the physician. Uh, if you are selling the weed, like nobody, like you just recently went and applied for a weed card. You understand? From the dispensary, from a person who's not a physician, from a person who has no medical uh, credits. You understand at all? Ain't went to school for, went to a seminar, went to a couple of classes. You understand, and passed a test, watched a video, passed a test, and got a certificate in order to distribute cards for people to smoke weed. You don't even see. You so high out of your mind. You don't even see the attack. You don't even see that they are doing this way now. And this is a full attack on brothers and sisters to keep you dumb, docile, weak, and some of everything else, and keep you at odds with your God. They know that. White people know that when you smoke dope, you are against your God, and your God is against you. You think you getting high to your God. Like you said, Marshall, you turn around and got all these people that think that they serving their God by smoking. No, that's how the other nations of people, them Africans, where you got that Kush mess from.
So, like, if I could, real quick, sir, real quick sidebar, they'll say them smoking weed get them closer to God, and it's like
Yeah,
that's impossible.
Right.
yeah,
You know,
they really believe that because they're such junkies, man. And it's a shame. But a witch, this is what the Bible says what you're supposed to do with a witch. Go ahead and read that, Marsha.
I got you in the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
So read that one more time.
Con, the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Thou shalt not suffer. That old English word suffer, that means allow. Thou shalt not allow a witch to live. So you know what's gonna happen to all of your homies and big cuz and low them and all them, you know what I'm saying, that sell their weed to you. You know what's gonna happen to them? We're gonna see them hung and stretched from a tree.
Hmm.
You're not supposed to allow them to live. The Lord said you're supposed to get rid of them. Because guess what? Them drugs in our community, that don't, man, it don't work. Black folks don't need no drugs. What we need is to learn how to be obedient unto our God. That's what we need. We don't need no drugs. You know what? If you was traumatized as a child, you don't pick up no weed. if you are a child or an adult, don't start using drugs. You come to the men in the ISUPK so we can heal you from whatever trauma you're going through and you're suffering from. If somebody tries to convince you to smoke, the peer pressure, come on, man, smoke this dope with me. Just say no. Get away from that person. You understand? If you don't have the strength to stand up against them, call us. We'll do it for you. We'll do it for you.
Right.
You understand? The Lord says, suffer not a witch to live. That means get rid of them. So all of you brothers and sisters that's out there selling that work and got the weed by the pound and all that, you would not be here anymore as soon as we found out. You understand? You would not be here because the Lord don't want you here. But at this moment, he's suffering. The Bible says he's long suffering. He has us out here trying to tell you the truth, trying to get you in the right state of mind so you can stop doing all of the evil that you're doing. Because the Most High don't want to get rid of you. You don't want to get rid of you, but you leave him with no other choice because you won't stop. You are the one that needs to stop. You are the one that needs to kick in, not God. God done kicked in already a long time ago and gave us his law, statutes, and commandments, boy, and we would be safe. We will be safe. We'll be straight. We'll have it going on. Man, we'll be on top of the world if we obeyed our God, not if we get high and thinking we, up in the clouds.
Right.
Give me that scripture that you got. About which one you got?
I got Ezekiel and I got.
Give me that one in Ezekiel and in the and the Apocrypha. Give me that, and then we're gonna close with them.
Come, sir. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. And he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations?
Now, this is what a lot of junkies want to see. A lot of junkies want to see in the scripture where it says, thou shalt not smoke thine blunt. They kill me with it. They are so retarded and don't know and understand the Bible. Everything wasn't written for your liking.
Right.
But if you wouldn't alter your mind with them drugs and you come and listen to real priests and prophets of God, you just might get to understand. You stop listening to yourself. What the hell do you know? What kind of knowledge do you have when you can't even fix your problems? Right. But you know it all, right? You can't even get off of a plant.
If I could, sir.
But you know it all. Come on with it.
If I could, like I was in the room, I was in the room with you when we had a bunch of junkies talking about, smoking weed, and the first thing they say is, show me a scripture where it say you cannot smoke weed. That's the first thing they say.
Right.
Show me a scripture where you say you can't smoke. You are trying to justify your addiction. Yep. And then you go to a scripture where it say all things are made for meat. That's it don't make no sense out of wine. Like it don't make no sense.
It don't, and they have no clue. And right here we're going to show you the abominations that they commit here. You understand? And you've been committing these abominations for a very long time. You know all about this, right? And it's about to get to it. Keep going, Abon.
Kind. For they have filled the land with violence.
You filled the land with violence. Like I said, how many puff and pass? How many fights have happened over some weed? How many people have been unalived over a blunt because you took too long hitting it and didn't pass it back? Or somebody stole some from somebody else, $100 worth of some weed, you done unalive the whole brother or sister. Keep going.
They have returned to provoke me to anger.
And we done, once again, we done found another reason to return our God to anger and get him mad at us. Keep going.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
And the Bible is filled with symbolics and metaphors. And they put the branch to their nose. This is a metaphor. Nobody. Do you remember that room we was in when they said that they actually was taking leaves off of trees and when they were smelling them?
Yeah,
where's that seeing at? That's the same as taking a damn flower. You understand? People pick flowers and turn around. Smell good. You understand? What the hell is wrong? Where is that's a sin at?
Yeah,
If you was on your back door and just pull the damn thing off and just smell it, like what? Who said that was a sin? Goofball. That ain't even what that's talking about.
Right.
Nobody's doing that. Just walking around with leaves from a tree off. Oh, oh, oh.
Sir.
Like, come on, man. Like I say, these junkies will go to any and every extreme, won't they? Like the
Yeah,
Bible, a sinner makes an excuse for his will, man. You know what I'm saying? When all you got to do is just go be a junkie. If that's what you want to do. You ain't got to make up no excuse. Don't be lying on the Bible. Talking about God is okay with it. He just said it's an abomination. And this metaphor here, putting the branch to their nose, is when they used to call the weed what they used to call it. They used to call it branches. They used to call it twigs. They used to call it sticks. They used to call it woods. They used to call it all kinds of things. That's one of them right there. They put the branch to their nose. When you put the cigarette, when you put the weed in your mouth, the smoke go right up your nose. It's go right there. You understand? I don't care how long your blood is, but it's going right up your nose. And hell, some of them blow it out their nose, don't they?
They stick it in their
They
nose.
stick it in their nose. Yeah, I see that too. Stick it in their nose. You right. Blow it out there, do all kinds of silly mess, doing tricks with it, blowing circles in the damn air, thinking, wow, that's a wow. You got some real skills. You taking blowing O's in the air, and you think you got skills. Yeah, you got a job. Can't even work in a warehouse. But blowing O's in the air.
Hey, if I could, they see who they see who can hold it the longest.
Oh, hey, that is silly. That is so disgusting.
That's pitiful, man.
That's all the skill you possess is to blow a circle in the air. That is disgusting. Come on with it, Bond. Is anything on that? Yeah. Now give me the next one. Now we're gonna find out what the herbs was created for. All right. Come on with it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord has created medicines out of the earth.
The Lord created for blunt side of the earth.
Medicines.
Bones.
Medicines.
Hey, the Lord created medicines out of the earth. You understand? Keep going.
And he that is wise will not abhor them.
He that is wise will not hate. We don't hate the weed, the plant. We hate that our people smoke it and then they sin against the Most High, and then you letting little children get molested because you can't think. You putting your children in the hands of anybody, all so you to go smoke. You abandoning your kids at the house so you can go smoke. You selling your body so that you can go smoke. You understand? We care about you more than you care about yourself. We want for our sisters to stop using the drugs so you don't have to give your body to nobody. Just give it to that one husband that you're gonna be with. That's what we concerned with. And here we are telling you to stop, and you want to get encouraged and smoke more.
Right.
You want to turn around and smoke more dope. That's what the Lord said that those herbs are made for. He created medicines out of the ground. Not something for you to get high off of. Not for you to be thinking that you damn Cheech and Chong. When you're not. You're Dante and Shaquita and you got a lot of problems and you ain't getting nowhere in damn life getting high. And what you need to do is you need to get off of the drugs. And if you need some help, if you are truly sick and tired of being on weed, that drug, or any other drug, you know where you can come? You can come to the ISUPK. Whatever city you in, wherever you at, you can come to us and we will help you get off of them drugs. We got a drug program that will work. It ain't magic. It ain't like the Christians in the church that tell you, you know what? You gotta pray that God take that feeling away. Praying ain't gonna get it. You understand? Fighting demons ain't gonna pray. Oh Lord, please let me get off of this weed. That ain't how it works. You got to turn around and put up the strength. You got to put up the fight. And guess what? We love you so much that we'll help you fight. You ain't got to fight by yourself. You understand? You can look at the ISUPK like Ice-T was at the bed of Pookie in New Jack City. Ice-T loved Pookie so much that he sat there with that brother, went through them withdrawals. He endured that damn drug like he was on it.
Right.
And helped that brother get off of that dope. And boy, it broke his heart when he saw him 1 and a 2 and saw him back on the goddamn dope. You understand? It breaks our heart to see you back on the drugs. But you know what? Lord be with you. You understand? Lord be with you. Because there are some people that really want to get off drugs.
Right.
If you want to be a junkie and destroy yourself, good night. Lord be with you. But if you want to get off, you contact the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge upon the command of General YAHANNA in whatever city you in, and let's get off of this dope. Let's fix this nation. Let's fix these communities. Let's help keep our children, brothers, and sisters that's doing drugs safe. Because you're out there getting robbed, you're getting raped, you're getting all kinds of stuff. You go from a weed head to a crack head, that's the same damn thing. If we're going to be safe, they come join that fight and help us get our people off of them drugs, man. And with that, Shalom, Israel. You got anything you want to add? Mike Shalom?
Khan, sir. I just want to say this is a heavy radio show. You know what I'm saying? If you can hear me hear me now, sir?
I can hear you out. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say this is a heavy radio show, man. And if whoever tuned in or whoever listening or come back and watch this or whatever, if this don't help you get off drugs, I don't know what will, man. I don't know what will, man. We didn't broke it. We didn't sliced it three ways through Sunday or whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? We didn't slice it down all the way down. Cap, you done broke it down. Look, man, our people need to get off drugs. That's what's going to help us, man. Doing more drugs did not help us, man. So I say Salakia with that, sir.
Damn right. Damn right. You got something you want to add upon?
Nah, sir.
All right. Well, with that, we gone. Shalom, Israel. At the water. I mean, thank you for everybody that tuned in, man.